My name is Victor Tiffany. I'm the co-coordinator with Revolt Against Plutocracy, and this is a tutorial to show you how to use your computer to post our 3 Bernie or Bust ads on media websites and on their Facebook page. That's our cat. So I'm going to use screen share. It's going to momentarily create a mirror-on-mirror effect until I flip over to my browser. All right. So we start with a Google search engine. We're going to search for television stations in the state that you're going to work on. This is the day before the Iowa caucuses. So I'm going to use Iowa as an example because I think they are going to have more stories about the primaries, and that's what we're going to target, are those stories. So when you pull up, you see the Google search immediately pulls up the Iowa television stations. You want to click on more places down here. That gives you a list. This is the map of the various television stations. Click on the first one. All right, that's what we're after. This is their website, and their Facebook page. We have to highlight with your mouse, copy. That's Control-C or Command-C on a Mac. Now I'm going to flip over to my Facebook page, and then Control-V or Command-V. You got some weather reports. Don't know if we're going to find any Bernie or Bust stories here. Let's see. Maybe not. Looks like it's all weather. And that's not useful to us. All right. So we don't want weather. Back to our search. Take the next one. KCRG TV. Highlight, copy, and paste that in here. There we go. More weather stories. Looks like there's a storm coming in. Here's what we're after, though. This is a story about the campaign Bernie Sanders. Now, notice something very important here. Only 2 comments shows up at any time. That's why we need a steady flow of volunteers posting our ad in here. So I'm going to start with a 15-second ad, and I'm going to find it from a document everyone's going to receive who's working on this project. So it's an open document. I'm going to Alt and Tab over to Bernie or Bust ads. All right, here's the ads. I have both the video and the text, and you'll see why we need the text later on. But first, just going to grab this little line here. Genuine progressives will never vote for Hillary Clinton, and here's why. So I have that highlighted. Control-C to copy it. I'm going to Alt-Tab back to the browser. That's Command-Tab on a Macintosh. All right, there's the browser. Control-V or paste it back in. And at this point, all I do is hit Enter. Okay, so now, before going on to the next one, we're not going to keep doing this. This isn't a media blitz in Iowa, and it won't be long before this comment disappears. But if you're in a period before the media blitz and you're just practicing, okay, before you go, you're going to come in here and delete this like that. We don't want to leave these around. when you're in a practice mode. When you come back in during the media blitz, starting 4 days before the South Carolina primaries, then you're going to go ahead and post it and leave it there. And I'm sure you all know how nicely it comes up when you actually play it. And that's our ad.
We are genuine progressive.
Right? That's the first one. That's a 15-second spot. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that there and come back over to the list again. You're just going to go down this list and look for, here's a Fox station, and look for those stations on Facebook. Maybe they're there, maybe they don't have the Facebook page. But so we're going to paste that in. There it is. So let's look for a story about, this is Fox, so God knows what they're going to have. Story about the caucuses. The very next day, you'd think they'd have something up here. Looks like an entertainment. We're not going to post this anywhere, only on primary news stories about the primaries. Doesn't look like there's anything of any value or use here on this page. This is an entertainment site, not a news site. So we go back. Just going to take a peek at one more. Here's CBS in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And Facebook. Let's see what they have. Paste it in. Here's the station. This is the Republican side. We're not interested. This is only for Democratic side of this campaign. Won't be too long. We know they're covering the story, political stories. So we'll just keep coming down. There we go. Once again, you see the same thing, only 2 comments. So this time I'm going to post the 30-second spot. Flip over to our ads. Here's the 30-second spot and a little hook. All right, we're going to copy that. Alt-Tab back. Control-V to paste. Hit enter. There's the ad. And of course, people will click on it, and it comes up full size.
Fellow Democrats.
And that's how that works. Now, back to the website. This is how we get posts those on Facebook. Let's go see what they have for a website. Again, we Republicans. Here we go. Let's see what they have for Clinton campaigns in Iowa. Many of these do not even have a way to leave a comment, and this is one of them. Right? There's no place here to leave a comment. No comment section at all. So arrow back. Just keep going back to our search. And I would write on a piece of paper that this one can't be used on the website. No website commenting. So that way you don't go back and try again. Let's say it's the day of the South Carolina primary. All right, and you want to go to the next state, television stations in the next state. You do it right here from the Google search. Well, I'll just flip over to South Carolina. Search. Again, come back down here to more places. And here's your list for South Carolina. So as you move from state to state, it's just a matter of changing the state of your search. Now, I've already done the search for the newspapers. It's basically the same process. All right, this is Iowa newspapers. Let's come up here to the Des Moines Register. All right, and let's go to their website and see what we can see. They endorsed Hillary Clinton. We're just looking for, here we go, caucuses. How do they work? Ready to caucus. Let's see what this does for us. Is there a place to leave it? Down here. All right, get rid of this. Ad for Jeb. At the bottom of the story is a comment option. This must be a Gannett newspaper because this is how they do it. Interfaces with Facebook. However, the video ads don't show up here. So we're going to flip over to our list of ads, and instead of using the video, we're going to come down here and copy the text. Actually, I've already posted that. Let's come down here and copy the text for the 30-second spot. Control C, Alt or Command Tab back, Control V. There's the add in text version. Post it. Close that. Arrow back. Don't worry about that. I'm going to leave here anyway. Here we go. All right. So now Des Moines Register also have Facebook pages. So you can come over here, paste that in. There it is. And this time we're going to paste the video ad. Same thing as television, because it's Facebook if they have a story. Here we go. This is a story about the results. Wow, look at that. I've already been here. That's fine. You're going to see these ads when you're doing this because we have dozens and dozens of people doing this. This is the 15-second spot. So flip over to the ads, grab the 30-second spot. Copy. Flip over to the browser, paste, and hit enter. And there's our 30-second spot pasted. Now, again, if this is practice, and since I just put one down here, I'm going to go ahead and delete this because it's right in view. But don't worry about that. If you're in the media blitz, just find one of the three that is not being shown on the list of comments and go ahead and post it. But I'm going to delete this because I don't need to have two up there. You might come down and look at or look for another story while you're on the page. There's one. This is Slim leading the polls, so let's go ahead and post that. Paste the story about with our 30-second spot. Hit enter. There it is. So now I've posted two ads on two different stories on the Des Moines Register's Facebook page. And that's it. You're just going to go down the various news sites, whether it's television or a newspaper. I'm just looking here to see, here's a Republican caucus. Here's a story about the Democrats caucusing. I'm only interested in, let's read more. I'm only interested in if I can find a place to leave a comment. Ooh, look at this. Right here, if this will come up, something must be popping up on this. Great, yep, there it is. Let's get rid of that. Come down here. Here's somebody already voting or leaving comments about Hillary. We're going to try two things. First, let's grab the 15-second hook and add. And let's see how it shows up here. Oops, that. It only shows up as a link. So we're really not interested in that. So what we can do about that. No way to delete it, unfortunately. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. I'm going to edit that comment, get rid of it, flip over to the text version. Now that I know the video doesn't show up, flip back to the browser, Control V to paste the comment in, and there you go. Now back to the list, arrow back on your browser, get to the list, and let's see if they have a Facebook page. Some do, some don't. So I go back to my Facebook page, paste in Hawkeye, there it is. That's what we're after. There is a talk, and I've already been here. Again, I've done this a couple of times today just to practice. You can always edit it if it's your own. How about if I just take out the video and put in the text? Again, showing some flexibility on how we can do this. But since this is a video opportunity on Facebook, I want to go ahead and get video in there. So let's take our 30-second hook and video, flip back over to the browser, paste it in, hit enter, boom. All right, so that's it. You're just going to go down the list, and if you get to a website that doesn't allow comments, like on a newspaper or on a television website where there's no comments allowed, just write that station down so that the next time you go through it, either that night or the next day, the next time you go down through this list during the media blitz, because we want to have as many posts on these television and newspaper websites and Facebook pages as we can. Now, I'm going to just look at this television station and see if I can find a story. All right, this is Clinton. Let's just take a look at this, because I want to make a point here if I can. This looks like it might be no. If I get this to come, oh, comments. Here we go. If you get to a site when you're blasting away, if you get to their website, like we have here, and you see comment after comment after comment because somebody's already beaten you, and it's already, a whole bunch of people who have posted comments from one of our three ads. This is the text for the 30 seconds or the 60-second spot. So I'm going to take the text for the 60-second spot, highlight, Control C, Alt Tab, Control V. Those are command rather than controls if you're on a Mac. Slap it in there, post it. So my point is, if you come to these pages and all you see are our ads already on the page, don't bother leaving another one. You're going to get the point. There's no reason to keep doing the same thing over and over again. So I just want to make one more point here. Again, if the South Carolina primary is over and you're on your way to the next state, one of the Super Tuesday states, you can just change your search here. List of television, I don't want that. We don't have the nice list of stations. There's a station index. Let's see what this does for us. Ooh, not what I was after, but it doesn't stop us. Let's see if we click on this. It doesn't really help too much, but let's See if we can find this on Facebook. So highlight the channel, come back over to Facebook. It doesn't look like they are there. Let's shorten this. TV channel. No Facebook page. So we go back to the station index. Here is KNIC. Highlight that. Copy it over to Facebook. Paste. Those are the NICs. We don't want them. This is a program. It doesn't look like this. They have a Facebook page. But you get the idea of what I'm trying to show here. Hopefully you'll come up with a nice list that looks more like this than the list we saw in Texas, because this provides a nice link to the websites, and then you can always highlight, copy, and paste into Facebook so you can leave comments there. Don't want that one. Let's try this one. Here we go. Go down. Look for a story about the primaries or caucuses. Again, we're probably not going to do this much on a caucus state because we want our pledge takers in the caucuses to make the point. Unite behind Bernie, or else you're going to lose the election. I don't see anything here, but you get the idea. I think I don't need to keep going through this. I do recommend taking notes for any site, any website that doesn't allow comments. Make a note of that. Write it down so you don't come back to that and waste time looking. All right, save yourself some time and take notes as you go so you don't go back to websites where there are no comments allowed. And have fun. I'm going to flip back over to the tutorial. Google Hangout, which will give you again a mirror and mirror effect until I turn off the screen share. And that's it. Video loves to get messed up, but that's how you share our news, our ads, our 15, 30, and 60-second ads on Facebook and news and television websites. It should be pretty straightforward. Happy blitzing, and thank you for everything you're doing for us.